Hello Sagittarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Sagittarius for the week of February 21st. Now Sagittarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Sagittarius, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if you watch my content regularly and you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. So let me make sure, let's get all the cards out here, make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different this time. I'm going to take a few oracle cards here to start out. Put them right here, and then I'll also take 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, you get 4 tarot cards to clarify as we go along. All right, so let's put that right there. All right, looks good to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Judgment card. So Judgment is a strong energy because this is all about potentially going through a spiritual awakening. If I were to pick a card that represented a spiritual awakening, for me it would be the Judgment card. Reason being is you are almost at the final stage of the major arcana. This is 20 out of 21. You are almost completing the cycle of the Fool's journey through the major arcana, but you're not there yet. And the Judgment card is here to remind you that you are not there yet. And it says, go into a period of self-evaluation and ask yourself what it is you need to do to complete the task of the world, to complete the Fool's journey. And so through this period of self-evaluation, you know, it can be a very, how do you describe it? You can get very honest with yourself and the choices that you've made. Because with that, the Judgment also does refer to karma. It does say, don't just go into a period of self-evaluation, but take a look at the actions you've taken. And essentially, karma is just the accumulation of the actions that you've taken. And so it can be something that sort of awakens you in that you have to take a very honest, hard look at yourself and say, have I made the right choices? Have I taken the right steps up to this point? And what is in my way? What is blocking me towards attaining enlightenment or towards attaining the completion and the victory of the major arcana of the world? Okay, and so for many of you here, you are in a major growth period. Taking a look, you have the Three of Wands in your middle card here. This is the card that sort of spills into the rest of the cards. It can represent your overall energy. The Three of Wands talks about going on an adventure, being adventurous in your life. This person here is looking out to the ocean and they're thinking to themselves, I have the entire ocean in front of me. I have the entire universe, for that matter, in front of me. And so with that, the Three of Wands person is about taking something to the next level, right? They're kind of getting that faraway look in their eyes and asking themselves, how can I grow? How can I grow and expand my situation into something bigger, better, greater? That's what this Three of Wands energy is all about. So for many of you here, you are figuring out what it is that you need to do to not only grow and expand, but also to complete this cycle with the major arcana here as well. Now, what I love is you also have the Sun. So the Sun comes before the Judgment. So you have 19, 20. I do see that some of you will be completing this cycle here soon enough. But this is a very good energy so far. Now, in the past, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So this Three of Pentacles here, this can refer to your teammates, your team environment, having teamwork, just generally working together with others to bring about a solution to a problem or a situation. The thing is, this Three of Pentacles person here is holding up their pentacle, and they're proud of the work that they've built. You can see that they are a builder. They have an anvil, or they have a mallet on their belt. There's an anvil in the background. The fire is going. They're clearly somebody who builds something in their life, right? It doesn't matter what trade or field you find yourself in, but this says that you potentially are in a period of being rewarded for all of that building that you've been doing, and it can be very good as well for that. Now you have these double threes here, which is all about working together with others, trinity, unity, other people's potential involvement in your life or in your situation in some respects. You do have this Nine of Swords here, which can represent potentially having a nightmare, or this can be a feeling of anxiety. It can be a feeling of stress. Some of you having strong dream messages with this Nine of Swords. There may be something here that is stressing you out, and that could certainly be the case here. It could mean that some of you are a little bit discontent and bored in your situation, as you also have this Four of Cups energy here below it. This person is not growing. They are sitting, and they are thinking about the Three Cups of the past. In fact, this is the Three of Cups card. We have another kind of three energy, even though this is a four. They're thinking about the good times of the past, and really what that's doing is it's not allowing them to see what is right in front of them, which is this alternative solution or this alternative path. And so for some of you here, you've been stressed because, this won't be the case for everybody, but for some of you here, you've been stressed because, you're not, it may be boredom and discontentment that may be stressing you out. Some of you want hyper growth. Some of you want to grow, go. And whatever has been happening here in the past maybe has been blocking you from having that situation come through. In the current situation, you have the Sun, the Three of Wands, and the High Priestess. So I love that energy. Right now, you have something pushing you forward, carrying you forward here to the finish line. And or you have the ability to, because remember, you have free will. This is just helping you out along your path. Ultimately, you have to take the steps and the actions to put this into practice if you resonate with this. The High Priestess represents somebody who's potentially a way shower in your life. This can be somebody who opens the door for you. In other interpretations of the card, the High Priestess is sitting in front of a spiritual temple, and they sort of are a keeper of esoteric knowledge or wisdom or sort of higher level, higher realm knowledge. And so I don't always talk about it in that way, but some of you may be getting into spirituality. You may have recently started watching tarot readings. You may have bought your own tarot deck. Some of you may be getting into astrology. Like some of you getting into finding the meaning between the meaning, right? You're looking towards the the universe. You're looking towards the cosmos to find the answer that you're looking for here and to help you with this growth period. Now, the High Priestess can also say, tap into your intuition at this time. This is a major card of intuition. I also feel like this is drumming up messages of dreams as well, just looking at this of the dream world. And this is in the subconscious row. The subconscious is the dream world. And so, yeah, there's something around that going on here. This has been sort of coming in for people more and more over the past couple weeks, something pertaining to dreams. You do have this Sun card as well, which is the best card as far as I'm concerned to find in the tarot. This is the happiest card. This is all about, sorry about that, Sag, the video cut out there. So we were talking about the Sun here. This is an incredibly positive card to find. It's all about power and growth and abundant success in victory in your life. If you take the power of the Sun and you put it into a tarot card, there you are, right? And so when you get the Sun in any reading, I definitely like to see it. And for me, it acts as a positive sign and a positive omen. It also will negate the challenging aspects of the cards around it and augment the positive aspects of the cards around it. And so definitely like to see that. Now, I like that it's also in your upper row here. The upper row is your mindset. I think some of you are engaged in healthy, positive thinking, which is important as a Sagittarius person for you to be doing. And so I do feel like that's definitely a nice sign to see. Now in the future, you have the Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Temperance card. So this Queen of Cups represents potentially, it's interesting. The High Priestess and the Queen of Cups are extremely similar energy. High Priestess may be I would say the most intuitive card in the tarot. The Queen of Cups would be the second most. And, both cards can indicate people who are way showers in your life. The Queen of Cups may be somebody who's like a traditional therapist. in the tarot. Or if they are not, they may be in the helping professions. They could also just help you in a certain way. You may also take that as a sign to help yourself and have compassion for yourself as well at this time. Now you also have your energy here showing up. This is the Temperance card, is the Sagittarius card. And so I think you here are going to be in full view. I also think this is putting this together. This is asking you to help yourself in some ways by having compassion and compassion for what you are going through, and also potentially going into a period of healing as well at this time with the Temperance energy. That's all about patience, balance, moderation, healing yourself, healing a part of your path. You also have this Five of Swords, which is potentially a small defeat, or this could be somebody who's trying to win at all costs. The thing about the Five of Swords, it never stresses me out because it's always a sort of, it's a totally recoverable loss or a totally recoverable defeat. And so, yeah, I feel like perhaps some of you are just potentially working through that. But let's go ahead and see what cards you have to clarify. So you have the Ten of Wands and the Queen of Swords here showing up. You also have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So I really like to see that energy here. Queen of Swords, for you, says there could be somebody who's coming in to offer you wise counsel with the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, High Priestess going on here. You also, with this Ten of Wands, I feel like some of you here, this burden of boredom and apathy, I think some of you are really walking away from that. And I think you're moving towards potentially or perhaps a happier stage in your life with the Ten of Cups, the Sun, and the Eight of Wands, indicating that situation could come to fruition pretty quickly as well. This is about good news, good communication, flights, travel by air, long distance situations. Let's see what else we have here. So you have ask for help from others as well as within the next few months. Let's see. I definitely see people coming to help you in some ways, or you reaching out for help. You also have a year from now and success. So who knows what will happen a year from now? Do not get stressed about this, but there is a situation with timing here with the Eight of Wands a year from now and within the next few months showing up. In that I do feel like whatever you're working towards will take a little bit of time to grow, but you do have a lot of success available with the Sun, the Success card, Three of Pentacles. I mean, a lot of success available. I do see you completing the cycle. Now, taking a look here, you have Protection Guardian, drop your shields, as well as Knight, be brave and honest. Okay. And then lastly, you have Traveler, move in a new direction. I like that energy for you, as well as Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. So some of you here trying to manage the push-pull of going in a new place, going to a new place with that Three of Wands, the Traveler energy, but also staying grounded throughout that process. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I will see you in the next reading.